What's going on, everybody? So today we're back with another video. I'm actually going to be doing something a little bit different today. Right here I have a 1998 Yamaha Grizzly 600. I picked this up a few weeks ago, and believe it or not, I'm actually going to be hanging on to this guy for a while. This isn't one of my flip videos, so I just wanted to do a quick review of the machine itself, some things I like about it, some things that I want to work on, and just an overall walk around of the unit itself. And then after that, as you all know, we have had Hurricane Helene come through recently, and we've had quite a bit of damage on the property. So I just want you guys to kind of see what we've been dealing with lately and give you an overview of that. So let's get into the video. So the first thing I want to do is just do kind of a walk around of the unit. I picked this up from a guy about 30 minutes from me, and he said that he's owned it for about 3 years, and it sat under his building behind this house. And he said in the last 3 years he's drove it about 2 different times. So really hasn't gotten much use in the past few years. And he went out there, started it, it fired right up, no issues, carburetor was running good. So overall, you know, a great unit so far. I actually paid $2,100 for this, so didn't get the greatest deal on it, but these in my area go for around $3,000. So definitely think that I did get a bargain on it. And also I think this machine's in, you know, really good condition for it being almost, you know, 27 years old. But we'll go ahead and hop into some of the features that this machine has. So the first thing I want to point out about this is a fully automatic ATV. So down here you have your low, high, neutral, and reverse. And to get your reverse, I did find out that you have to press your back brake here, your foot brake, to get that to engage. And up here, this does come with 4-wheel drive. So you have a selectable 2-wheel and 4-wheel drive, and you can use that in high and low. You have handbrakes for the rear, you have a foot brake for the rear down here, and then you have hydraulic brakes for the front. And like I said, we just replaced those. So pretty standard automatic ATV, nothing special to it really. One thing I do find interesting though that I don't see on many units is you have this toggle here, and this is for your rear suspension. You have a soft and a hard setting that just kind of, depending on the terrain that you're on, you can toggle that back and forth to help with the bounciness of the unit. But I haven't noticed any issues with it at all. It seems to be working well. And real quick before we start it, just to show you, this machine is cold. I'm holding on to the exhaust here. It's not hot at all. But with that being said, let's go ahead and do a cold start on this machine so you can hear how it sounds. And this machine is equipped with electric start and pull start. They both do work, so I'll show you both of those features. And you know, we'll go ahead and take it for a test drive after that. As you can hear, this thing idles great. It's running smooth. No stumbling. And I do run non-ethanol in this as well to help with that carburetor from clogging up. But now that you've heard it, let's go ahead and hop on this thing and we'll take it for a test drive. We'll check the 4-wheel drive and I'll show you some of the damages around the property. So if you look, this is some of the first trees that fell back here at the lower part of the property. This whole field down here that you see behind me was completely flooded. Because there's a creek that runs across right here. And these trees were just top heavy. The roots just came right out, and as you can tell, they fell across this fence line and across the creek. Definitely, you know, got uprooted and fell over, and we'll go ahead and move on to the next spot. We had this large tree fall down, and it actually hit the backside of our family's barn here, completely destroyed that. And we had a crew come out and help us get the portion that was actually on the building removed. So we've definitely got a big cleanup job with this as well. Go ahead and test out our reverse. Go ahead and test out our four-wheel drive as well. So turn it on there, and as you can tell, our indicator just came on for the four-wheel drive. So we'll go up this hill real quick. That's another angle of the barn there, just to show you more of the damages from this angle. All right, we got one more spot, so we'll go up there and take a look at that real fast. So this is kind of the final area that we took some damages. All of these trees right in here did fall, and back up here towards the front of the property. Luckily, only two of these trees actually impacted the house, but didn't do significant damage, so we're very thankful for that. But in total, I think we had about 24 trees fall on the entire property, so we've definitely got a lot of cleanup to do, but that's about the extent of it, so we'll go ahead and head back. All right, guys, like I said, this video is going to be a little bit different, given that I'm not going to be doing much work to this, just a few, you know, personal upgrades and little things here and there. So there will be another video on this in the future, I'm sure. But I appreciate you guys watching. Stay tuned, because we do have some future projects coming up that I'll be working on, and there's going to be a lot of cleanup around here, so just be patient with that. But other than that, if you like my content, check out some of my other videos, and be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks.